Right, hello, welcome back to the channel. I'm Dave, that's Sue. Just a bit of an update on the holiday and what happened afterwards, and yeah, pretty much that's it.
And why we're not out and about at the moment.
Absolutely, flipping out, yeah. So, go on then, give us a fact then, Sue.
Right.
Fact me.
Fact.
Fact me, Sue.
Right, this all started on our first trip to Europe back in April, which was in April to June.
Yeah.
The window...
The roof window.
The roof window.
The big roof
window in the motorhome broke. Dave was opening it and the handle broke.
Yeah, the handle broke.
Yeah. So we taped that up, got back to England. We had a lot of problems getting a new one, and it's on order, or it was on order.
It was, yeah.
Now, we went away again.
When did we go?
Very end of August. We did all of September, came back the 2nd of October.
Yep.
With this window all taped down, unusable. But when we actually got off the boat in Calais this time, the gearbox started making a horrible noise.
Well, it wasn't horrible, it was scary noise.
It was scary. We thought we'd have to come home.
Yeah, I thought we'd have to turn around and come home.
But we didn't. We carried on for 5 weeks all around Europe. We did Switzerland, Belgium, France,
Luxembourg.
And we had a good time.
Brilliant.
And then...
The gearbox was whining like a...
It was whining, but then it sort of quietened down a little bit.
It did, yes.
But we had it booked in to be sorted the week after we got back.
Yes.
But during that time, our window for the roof was ready to be collected.
Yeah.
But we had to go to Holmfirth for that one.
We'll put a picture of where we got it from.
Yes. It was the only place we could find one.
Yeah. They were brilliant.
We went to get it in the motorhome, but...
Because the motorhomes, we thought it would be easier to put it in a motorhome than in the car.
Yeah, because
that was the reason.
Because it's the big window.
Yeah.
So,
and the laugh was, we got in the motorhome and it was like, the gearbox is really quiet. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, it's not worth taking it to the garage because it's not very noisy. And
yeah, that was a wrong thought, wasn't it?
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We got about 20 miles from home.
Yes, about that.
Yeah, and we were just coming off the A1 onto the A57, A46, A57, 57, towards Worksop.
Yeah, and
it made a funny noise.
It did.
And then stopped.
Just once.
Yeah, just once. So we kept going and going and going. We got the other side of Worksop. We got round the next roundabout, and it made the funny noise again.
Only this time.
It was louder than normal, and luckily for us, it stopped. Well, it made a really loud grunting noise, and luckily there was a lay-by.
We were right next to a lay-by.
Right next to a lay-by, so I umped on the anchors and chucked it into the lay-by. Waited for the traffic to pass because there was another.
There was a lay-by opposite, which we thought, if we go into that one, we're facing the right way
to go home.
To be recovered and go home.
Yeah. So, and it was a bigger.
It was
a lot bigger lay-by. So, waited till the traffic had cleared and stuck it in first gear, and it made a hell of a row. Hell of a row. We got parked up. We rung the insurance company who we're with, Comfort Insurance, and said that we'd broken down, gave them all the details. They said, no worries, we'll get back to you in a few minutes. And they said, the guy should be with you in about an hour and a half.
Yes.
Which we thought was pretty good. Anyway, they phoned us at least 4 times to give us updates on when the guy was...
They kept asking, has he arrived yet? Has he arrived yet? They're absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
It did take about 2.5 to 3 hours for him to actually arrive.
Yeah.
He had a few hold-ups. But Comfort were great. They just kept asking and, you know, getting hold of him and saying, how long are you going to be? And he said, oh, it's going to be another half an hour or 20 minutes.
Whatever, really. Yeah. So anyway, we got picked up, and we'll show you a picture of the motorhome on the back of the truck. And poorly. And the guy brought us back to Lincoln and back to the garage where we were getting the repairs done. Which was brilliant, wasn't it?
Yeah, all went well. Ring them and make sure it's okay.
So, motorhome's at the garage as we speak. I told them it was the gearbox, but they wanted to double check themselves. It's definitely the gearbox. It was whining in 5th and 6th, but I think it's total. It's launched
Yeah.
itself, hasn't it now?
Yeah, well, it's done 50...
It's done over 60,000 miles now.
Over 60,000 miles. And
So-
it's 16 years old.
Yeah, so anyway, we've got a new gearbox. They wouldn't fit a reconditioned gearbox. The gearbox had to come from Italy. They do a lot of work on ambulances and fire engines and all sort of big plant and what have you. And he said the place where they get the gearbox from, it comes from Italy, it's guaranteed, blah, 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 blah. They don't fit any other. And if we didn't like it, basically...
Yeah, take it somewhere else.
Take it somewhere else. So, as it was there and they were going to order the gearbox, it's on its way, it should be here soon. They're going to put a new clutch in it, which is a bit disappointing because we had a new clutch in it when it had done about 20,000 miles. I think the guy who had it before used to pull a car around with it, and I don't think it did it any good. But anyway...
But that's only about £400.
Yeah, something like... Yes.
And it's very costly, so it's...
Yeah, it was worth doing.
Yeah.
So we're having a new... So it's got a new gearbox, new clutch, and whatever. So...
But the downside is we've had to wait... It's going to be a minimum of 2 weeks from when we took it in, which was a week ago.
Yeah.
It may be longer than that.
Yeah. Anyway,
depending.
beside the point. So the next day, when we got home, the next day, back in the car, drive to Holmfirth,
Yep.
and picked up our new roof window, which is brilliant. And thank you very much to the people. They were absolutely excellent. So we got that stuck in the car. We had a little walk round Holmfirth. There is a video on Holmfirth, and it's back in the... Well, it's sat in the living room, isn't it, at the
Yeah,
minute?
the window's in the living room because we haven't got the motorhome.
So anyway, regarding the windows, I've replaced both the rear ones, the 400 by 400s. One of the gearboxes had gone on the 400 by 400 in the bathroom, because I think it obviously got a lot of use. The other one was okay, but being as though we were replacing...
We're replacing the other two windows,
Yeah.
so we thought we'd do that one
at the same time. So there are, if anybody's got a problem with a 400 by 400, I can't remember what it's called, but I put a little thing here, Remus Vario 2 or whatever. Anyway, I'll
blind and everything with it.
So if anybody's got a problem with the little blinds or whatever, I've got some bits for them anyway.
We've got one complete window.
Yeah.
And we've got the other one is okay, but no gearbox.
So the blinds.
Yeah, the blind's fine. The window itself is fine. So we do have those two. If anybody wants any, just let us know.
And then we've got the big front one, which I'll put the sizes in on here somewhere, and that will only be the window itself, because the rest of it's added.
It was the blind and everything that gone as well.
Yeah, so that's anyway.
We haven't got the blind.
We haven't got the blind for that one, so we just got the roof window. But there's bound to be somebody that maybe needs one anyway, so I'll put it on there.
No gearbox, no blind, but the window itself.
Yeah,
we have got.
Yeah.
Right, that's all the updates on the motorhome that's going on now. Hopefully we're going to get it back in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Not too sure. And then we're going to have a trip. We're actually going to go somewhere.
Yes.
In England.
Yes, for a change.
Yes.
How many countries have we done this year?
14 if you count England and Scotland.
Yeah, 14.
Not all in motorhome, most in motorhome.
Yeah, nearly all in. There was only one that we didn't go.
2.
Where was the other one?
Finland and Sweden.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. True. Yeah, we went in the bus to Sweden.
We did. We flew to Finland and
we
had
did.
a bus trip into Sweden for the ice hotel.
Yeah, we did. That's right.
Yeah.
God, I'm glad you're here.
You'd be lonely if I wasn't.
Yeah. Go on then.
Right, so anyway, the next trip, which should be the first couple of weeks in November, depending on motorhome, is going to be sort of Dorset, Devon, Cornwall. We're not too sure, because it depends how long we've got once we get the motorhome before we have to get back again.
Yeah, I've got to see somebody about me hand.
Yeah.
Surgeon.
So we'll find out anyway and let you know, and hopefully we'll get some more videos out.
We went to the Motorhome show, didn't we?
We did. We had the Motorhome show on Tuesday.
Yeah. And we saw the people from Go With Gustav.
Yes.
Yeah. So...
Hello.
Hello. I said we'd give you a mention. And if you have not watched their channel, have a watch.
Yeah, we do watch him.
Yeah.
He's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, we're about up to date, aren't we? So anyway, what did we think to our holiday?
The holiday itself was great. The motorhome was a little bit of a worry.
Yeah.
But because we spent... I think if we'd have been touring for the whole 5 weeks...
We wouldn't have made it home. We wouldn't have made it home.
We sat for 3 weeks on one campsite because we booked.
Yeah, I don't think we'd have made it home. We only just made it home by 20 miles.
Yeah. Well, we'd have made it home, but we might have made it home on the back of a low loader or something.
Yes, yeah, but pleased that we didn't.
Yeah.
So that's good. Yeah, as far as the motorhome went, I mean, we had our issues with things like the bloody GoPro's always causing me grief.
Don't swear.
Well, it is, isn't it? We had problems with the GoPro. We had problems with the Wi-Fi. We had problems with the
toilet.
The toilet, and we had problems with the Oyster.
Yes.
The Oyster decided to have a bit of an epileptic fit, and
it stopped working. What was it, about 2 or 3 days before we came
Yeah,
home?
it lost its something or other, and spoke to the guy when we got back home, and he gave us all the press this, press that, do this, do that, do that. That's sorted now.
Yeah, it's Rob Leaf and he does all our...
Yeah, it's Automate. That was really good. When we went to the show, we were talking to the people at Oyster about their Wi-Fi system, which sounds very good. So we're going to go for the middle of the road Wi-Fi.
Middle range one.
Middle range one on the Wi-Fi. That's the one he recommended for what we'd got and what we need. It's a dual slot for your cards.
Yes, yeah, you got two SIM cards in there.
Yeah, you can put 2 SIM cards in.
And they can be different ones, so it can swap between
Yeah.
one and the other. Well, depends where it gets.
Yeah, absolutely. It picks up the best signal. So we're going to go with that one. Yeah.
Probably next year before we go
Yeah,
abroad.
yeah, yeah.
Because at the moment we're okay in this country.
Yeah, we are. So yeah, we had all sorts of problems with that. But other than that, it was brilliant. I mean, like our Wi-Fi system in the van is a little who are we thing that you would have in your house with an SD card. Well, the SD card that we normally run, which is the Smarty one, we did all the updates about the roaming and the bits when we were abroad and what have you, but it didn't work. As soon as we got into Europe, I'm obviously doing something wrong. So if anybody knows what I've done wrong, please let me know, because leave it in the comments below. I've tried all sorts.
We even talked to them.
Yeah, and we couldn't get any sense out of them. So I ended up buying new SIM cards while we were away. They worked for a bit and then they packed up, didn't they? So yeah, a bit of a pain, but I think it's more to the fact that I'm not that IT savvy.
I was going to say, because you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know what I'm doing with that. I'm rubbish at IT.
I forget about it. It's like, if it doesn't work, I'll pick up my book.
Yeah.
Whereas Dave...
I don't like to be beaten by some useless piece of stuff. I like to try and beat them. So anyway,
that's it.
That's pretty much it. So thanks for watching.
Hopefully next time we will be out and about.
Well, when we get the van back, we'll do a hooray drive home. Hey!
2 minutes down the road.
Oh, I'm going to go for a long drive to check it all out, make sure it's nice and quiet.
Go the long way round, take 5 minutes.
Yeah, take 7 minutes. So anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon. Say bye-bye, Susie.
Bye-bye, Susie.
Bye.